Hati. Welcome to Asante Football, where we engage and discuss on anything to do with football, from Africa to the world and from the world to Africa. Uncle Hugo Bruce has announced his prelim squad for the upcoming friendly against Chipolopolo, the Zambian national team. What's exciting about this one is that Chipolopolo will also have a very strong squad, since they're also preparing for Morocco AFCON 2025. They are also in that group against the host nation, Morocco, in Group A. Now, you can just tell that this friendly will be tight. This friendly will be competitive. The nice thing about Uncle Hugo Bruce has put himself in a position where he can do whatever he wants, whatever he likes, and no one can question this Belgian-born tactician. He has given us the bronze medal AFCON in Ivory Coast. He has also taken us to the World Cup USA, or he's taking us there rather. So whatever he says, no, there's no one to question him. And that's a great position to be in as a national team coach of South Africa. Now, in this prelim squad, as mentioned, there's about 7 overseas players, and obviously there are some noticeable absentees that I would have wanted to see in the squad, but they're not there. Now let's quickly just mention the 7 players that are outside the continent that are in this prelim squad. Number 1, the USA MLS Bongokuhle Hlongwane, who plays for Minnesota, whatever team they call. And then we've got forever injured. Whenever this guy is called, he's injured. And I don't know why they just keep on calling him. That is Ime Okon, a South African who played for a SuperSport United, who's currently in Germany, I believe, in 2nd division. We've got a Siyangezana playing for the Romanian Giants. Missed the previous games of Bafana Bafana because of suspension. And then we've got a Samukelo Kabini, former TS Galaxy defender, who is doing well for himself up there in the Scandinavian country of Sweden. And then we've got Muhao Nkota, the one who's celebrated up there in Saudi Arabia. Lyle Foster, who's scoring in and out in the English Premier League. Last but not least, we do have a Mihlali Mayambela, who was part of the squad that went to AFCON, got a bronze medal for us. He is in Cyprus. Those are the 7 overseas players. And we all know Bafana Bafana made it this far, qualified for the AFCON, qualified for the World Cup, without some of these overseas players. But just to be mentioned in the prelim squad, maybe what Hugo Bruce is trying to send, the message is trying to send to them is, guys, up your game. I am watching you. You might not know, you don't know this, but you might actually make it to that AFCON squad that will be going to Morocco. Now, obviously, we also have to mention some news of some Bafana Bafana players, or players who were part of the national team who are no longer there, maybe because of injuries or other things. The noticeable ones are that Mutobi Mvala, the Mamelodi Sundowns defender, he is definitely out until the following year because of that knee injury. So he will definitely not be up for selection for the upcoming AFCON in Morocco. And we've got the darling of the nation in Reli Mufokeng, who I believe also is out through injury. Now, we ought to also celebrate some faces that are not really mentioned that much amongst the football communities, but that Hugo Bruce has put into this prelim squad. I'm excited to see Epuso Ditechane. This is a future Bafana Bafana star. I think this boy, he is really, I think the one attribute about him that's really great is his versatility. He can play as a right back. He can play in any of the forward positions, whether it's a right wing, left wing, or even a false 9. He's very smart as a player. He can play also in the middle as an 8, and he was developed well at Kaizer Chiefs. Funny that they wanted to make him a ball boy, and Puso said, not here, no, I deserve more. And Tim Sugazi was just waiting to snatch him away from Kaizer Chiefs, and he has been great for TS Galaxy, and Uncle Hugo Bruce has acknowledged this and put him in this prelim squad. Finally, Uncle Hugo Bros has heard the cry of the nation, has heard the cry of the football community in South Africa, and finally, at least has mentioned Keletso Magalwa in this prelim squad. I mean, the boy was top 3 players last year behind Ribeiro, behind Erele Mufukeng. He's a king of assists in our league, and he's been doing wonders for Esikukune United. So Bungukushe Shongwane mentioned yet again in the prelim squad. Here's another informed player. He is hot as a frying oil. I'm talking about Umasindi Namtachele, the Orlando Pirates midfielder. Another one that also deserves to be mentioned and celebrated is a Durban City defender, Fezile Gaba. So by Hugo Bruce mentioning these players, he's pointing to all of them that, guys, you have a chance. You have a chance. Even if you might not be selected for the final 23 to face Zambia in the friendly, but note that I am following, I am tracking, I am watching you. So step up, continue working on your game, continue being competitive, continue taking your craft seriously. Now, finally, I need to mention some noticeable absentees that I would have really wanted to see in this, at least being mentioned in the prelim squad. Number 1 is a Bradley Grobler. Yes, he can be 38 years old, and you might think that he's injury prone, but he has been absolutely excellent for Eric Tinkler and Esikukune United. I think he deserves that chance to don the Bafana Bafana jersey for the last time before he retires in this game. He has been extremely efficient in front of goals, efficient as a number 9. And if you look at the number 9 position for Bafana Bafana, you have an Evidence Mahopa, you have a Lyle Foster, you have a Reyners. And if you add a Bradley Grobler there, he's absolutely different from the other 3 guys I have mentioned. But if you're talking of efficiency and strike rate, a Bradley Grobler is better than all of them. But what is against him is his age and his history of being injured. But if Hugo Bruce could have just maybe at least given him a chance in this friendly, and then after that he could decide if it's gonna go with him or not. I mean, it's the same thing he did with Mshishi's one, where he kept on barking that Mshishi is too old, he cannot fit, until he called him, gave him a chance, and Mshishi showed the old man that is of another class. Similar, I think Bradley Grobler could have done the same thing for an Uncle Hugo Bruce. Another player that I think it's only fair that he's given a chance is the Wydad Casablanca star. I'm talking about the golden boy himself, Thembinkosi Lorch. He's doing wonders for as a South African in a North African country of Morocco. And I mean, if he's included in the squad, he is definitely going to give you something. He's a different type of a winger that likes to cut in. He's skillful. He can take free kicks. He can take set pieces. He assists. He scores, and he has improved as a person and as a player when playing in Morocco. Last but not least, I think the relationship between Bafana Bafana, Grand Kekana, and Uncle Hugo Bruce and Grand Kekana is probably over. I think Grand Kekana might never play for Bafana Bafana again. And if you look at the competition, Grand Kekana can add experience in this Bafana Bafana team, because if you look at that back line of Bafana Bafana, it's all majority young stars. So the question I do ask is, Nkosinathi CBC better than a Grand Kekana in that back line or center back position? I don't know. Maybe I'm just trying to be political. But anyway, what do you think of this Bafana Bafana squad, guys? If you've seen this space and this content for the very first time, love it if you join this family and do comment on the section below. You do support the channel by liking, sharing, and just sharing it on all the other social media platforms. Now, let me end it there by declaring, may my God bless you all.